Right, so it is Saturday the 26th of March 2022, and it is the Sport of Kings finals weekend. We had 3-year-olds yesterday. Today we've got the juveniles. Everyone's looking forward to see how they get on. And tomorrow it'll be the seniors, but the spotlight is on the juveniles today. First race is coming up in about 7 to 8 minutes time, and it is the Juvenile Champions Cup Turf Sprint over 7 furlong soft. Quite an open and competitive race. The thing with 7 furlongs is that not a lot of horses actually stay this trip, so you need someone who does, and we'll have a look through them. First on the card is Stricker Sun from KDS, claimed out of a maiden, placed in 3 qualifiers. He's really put in some really smart efforts and looks like one to keep on the right side of. He could go very well here. He's the favourite, anti-post favourite, 7-2. Next is Ghostly Aristocracy at 4-1 from Black Cat Racing, bidding to get his former champion trainer off the mark for the season. No joy yesterday with the 3-year-olds. This horse, yes, he stays at 7 furlongs very well. He was very close up behind Stricker Sun and Bowrain Charm over 7 furlongs. Realistically, both Ghostly Aristocracy and Stricker Sun should be able to overhaul Bowrain Charm this time, as they, I presume they're a little bit better off. Black Cat Racing also has Twisted Wood. He, on collateral form lines, is very closely matched with Stricker Sun, so he's got to be thereabouts. Anglo Mooney, Wrecking Stable. He was gelded after finishing 7th to Bowrain Charm. He looks to have improved for it, but may need a little bit more progress, I reckon. Then we have One More England Show, 8-1. This is Sumner Farms. He's been busy, he's been running very well, but if this race goes at a fair gallop, stamina might be a little bit suspect. Leonardo McGee is another one to look at. He's from KDS as well. He's also been running in claimers, and he's placed in a 6 furlong qualifier and won 7 furlong firm. It does have a penalty to overcome, so life's not going to be easy for him in this race. Others to look at, Bowrain Charm, we've mentioned before. She will need to, or he will need to improve again because he got a penalty. Boom from Stardom Stable doesn't stay this trip. Then you've got, you're going into the real big prices: Sally Sarah, Dilla Effective, Valhalla. I believe JMD Royce Dora is a non-runner from Champagne Stable. So that's the field basically. So we're really looking at, my fancies are Stricker Sun and Ghostly Aristocracy for the forecast. Don't know which way, so I'd have to do it reverse. Twisted Wood. He will certainly, I expect Twisted Wood to be thereabouts as well. Those are the top 3 for me. I don't think Anglo Mooney will be too far away, so I'd make those the top 4. Their first 4 in the betting, and I expect them to finish in the first 4. But you never know, because these are juveniles, and we simply don't know how mature they are, how much growth they've had since their last run. It's all guesswork really, and it's a lottery really on the maturity side. So we'll see how it goes. KDS already off the mark this season on a 3-year-old yesterday. Like I say, Black Cat Racing yet to get off the mark, but has a couple of really, really good chances in this. He could easily win this. So 7 furlongs soft. There's not that many, as I say, that actually stay the trip. So I think the first 4 in the betting do, and then from then onwards, they start to struggle for stamina after that. Well, Leonardo McGee stays the trip, I guess, but the penalty's a problem. Bowrain Charm, the same penalty to overcome. I mean, not that it can't be overcome. A lot of horses have overcome penalties in recent times, and especially in the juveniles, they do run well with the penalties. So we'll have to see how it goes. So not long now, just a few minutes away. Couple of minutes away now, and should be off. If this was real horse racing, I guess they'd be at the post and about starting to file behind. It's very close to off time now. Yeah, so I reckon it's to go to Stricker Sun, but I am careful. I am afraid of Black Cat Racing's horses. So Stricker Sun, Leonardo McGee, Bowrain Charm, even with the penalties, these horses are very, very strongly fancied. So they're off, and it is Valhalla and Dilla Effective who lead the field from Twisted Wood and Bowrain Charm. Valhalla set in a strong pace up front, gone 2 lengths clear. Sorry, that's Dilla Effective, 2 lengths clear from Valhalla. Bowrain Charm back in third, past halfway stage already, and Dilla Effective still going well in front, but here comes Valhalla trying to close them down. The pack still got plenty of work to do at this stage, and it is number 4, Valhalla, who strikes the front. One more England show is there, as is Twisted Wood. The pack is really closing fast now. Very tight up front. It looks like Leonardo McGee ahead of Twisted Wood and Bow-Rain Charm. Yeah, that is a surprise. That's really done well with the penalty. And that's, like I did point out before, juveniles really, the penalties just don't seem to be stoppers for them these days. Twisted Wood, Black Cat Racing, finished second ahead of Bow-Rain Charm, and Anglo Mooney ran on well. Boom ran on well, considering he doesn't stay the trip. Ghostly, Aristocracy and Stricker Sun are both very disappointing efforts there. Then there was one more England show, Sally Sarah, Valhalla and Dilla Effective. But that's second win of the championships for KDS. Right, we'll take a little break and we'll come back in time for the next race.